forces, high forces.
Oh, have I got another special video for you, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing coming from Japan, and something that deserves a video all on its own. Now, we're going to be unboxing this, and I'm going to be showing you the beauty that's inside of this. See, getting through this with just sheer willpower and muscle strength, we finally got to unveil stuff, and some nice stuff pointing out there. But this is all that matters, ladies and gentlemen. Berserk got the fan book that was coming out, and I decided to pick this little bad boy up. Let's go and get this sleeve off here. I believe that's talking about the anime and the latest volume on there. A lot smaller than I'm sure a lot of people are probably expecting. They're probably expecting kind of like with the giant Shonen Jump or like a volume on here. And you can see it's got all the characters on there. You got Shriek, you got Isidro, you got like Varnice, you got like alongside Puck, and lots of the other characters on here, which looks goddamn fantastic, I remind you. But if we open that up, we got the beautiful color on there on the back. You can see, look at that, little Berserk on there, little Puck with the Baylet. And I'm going to be showing you quite a bit and all that, what this has entailed for it. So we're going to open up immediately. We get to see a nice colouring of the front colour there of Berserk. That'll be there. And this is mainly a fan book, and also as well, I believe it holds details on the next chapter as well of what Miura has installed. Now, I won't be able to go through all of this, mainly for the fact that it's in Japanese, and I'm sure that a lot more people are going to translate this regardless of coming out. So I'm going to get you some of the stuff that it's going to be showing. It's showing you a lot of the details from the start of the series. I know, like, I think Miura like drew some stuff in here as well alongside, and it gives you like some very interesting details, and one that's kind of weird, and like, it kind of gives you like all this stuff about you want to know about the characters alongside with like some stats and stuff. Like, I just saw like Guts there like a second ago, and it just showed like massive like just scale high of strength and stuff. Like, you got some of that like there. You get to see some of the prominent characters on there. Look at these badass motherfuckers on there. God damn. I definitely do want to give this a little bit more read. I like that it's actually showcasing a couple of the demons alongside there. You got to see like the Count guy from like the start of the series, a bunch of the like other characters in here, and showcasing some of the stuff that recently happened in the anime recently. Like you got the Baylet coming up onto there, like that weird ass one that came from like when Guts was dealing in the latest arc. Now that just gets depressing as we like look a couple more pages ahead, and we just see the Band of the Hawk being shown there. Berserk fans kind of know that's not a happy ending. Got something as well, like a bookmark of some sort on there. That's kind of cool and all that. That's showcasing that. Some case on. So I like it's got even information about some of the oldest and just weirdest ass like people in the show, like Old Man Goldo, or like have more like the tribe just being showcased on like this entirety of this field here. It's like, it's, from what it looks like, it's very goddamn interesting in this case that it's gonna show you a bunch of trivia and a bunch of information about Berserk that's leading up to. Now, as much as fine and dandy as a lot of people probably want like some of that information, I think a lot of people more want to see the stuff that's probably around the end of the book, which is involving the next chapter of Berserk. And I believe we're reaching it as it's talking a lot more about the God Hand and a lot more information about them. Yeah, we're definitely getting a lot closer as it's pointing out some interesting facts about Skull Knight, and alongside as well the baby and that interesting child that we've seen throughout the series as well. This is like, I hope a lot of people know that are actually not caught up with Berserk. I hope you're not seeing this far, because we are going to talk about some spoilers coming into the latest stuff. And right here, I believe, as which would be important, I hope the translators get on that. That's the interview. I think that's a lot to do with what Miura has to feel about Griffith and a long time with Guts. People there, if you actually ever wanted to know how Miura works, that is generally how he does. And if people have noticed that little thing over there, and I'm talking about that eye thing, that's concerning. That's genuinely concerning. I think I can get a little closer up on that. If people know what the hell that is, that's very concerning, and that was recent, as that was in one of the recent chapters of Berserk. That is goddamn terrifying, but from what it shows, like, and I know a lot of people have been saying that this is actually how Miura's desk has looked like throughout an entirety of the series. Like, he generally is a very person that doesn't talk to himself. There's some concept art of, like, guts there. Okay, so it's right near the end of the book, and all that is everything that we kind of wanted to know. And that's the stuff that's involved in the recent stuff with the witches that they're talking about there. And this is stuff that a few people haven't had a chance to see yet. And it's stuff that's leading into the next chapter, which easily draws. Now, a lot of people say, wait, what the fuck is with, like, all this shitty drawing? Now, one, the fact this is early draft, I do have to say, this is stuff that he's talking about in the late chapter 2 as well. If you are caught up with Berserk, you kind of understand why it looks like this, for the most part. Mainly the fact that where exactly both Shriek and Farnese are at the moment. There was some stuff that they actually didn't show in here, so we can see there's some stuff to do with a child, a broken doll, alongside. We can see some other stuff alongside there, and try to see for myself as well, like some sort of like graveyard, and clearly we can see guts in here as well. And it's kind of interesting, that's kind of how he starts off a lot of his story. You expect like a lot of artists and all that don't have giraffes like that, and right at the end as well. For that, let's talk it about Casca as well in a pool, naked, alongside with Varnice. So with the stuff that's definitely the most entailing, and I know that people are most interested at the stuff at the bottom, mainly talking about the stuff what we can see what Shriek and Varnice is looking at specifically. It's right as, and now Italia, I'm going to go right into spoilers already, so if you already, like, that's enough of the video right there. So if guys want to know about Berserk and all that, if you're not caught up, then don't hit this part. But as we can clearly see with that part, that's where like Farnese and Shriek are in like Casca's dream as they're trying to get her memories back. And I think this is going to be showing a little bit of the dark stuff that we've had in here, mainly to the fact that it's going to be showing what's happened. We've clearly got some sort of casket of some sort that some weird like dog is holding up and all that, and as they're dragging into. And the question is though, when we just get to that next page with the broken doll, is that supposed to symbolize what Casca is? Is that supposed to show that this is how beyond repair she is? And the fact that we got the fucking brand involved in there, like right there. So obviously that's on her, and that's resembling her body and what she was. So that's definitely Casca, like body, like, or her mind in the brand. And the fact that we're going back to this child over here and guts, I'm pretty sure that's involving the child that we've seen through a little bit. The last time I think we saw that child was during the sea stuff, during when we was like on that giant boat for quite a while, during that sea invasion stuff. So that's generally the stuff that we're probably going to be focusing on for a little bit with Berserk, I imagine, with the next chapter. But it's goddamn frustrating that we ain't going to have anything for quite a while. And I know a lot of people are just going to have to be patient with that, the fact that we've got to wait for a little while longer about Berserk, but it's really frustrating. But as we can see as well, I'm sure a lot of people didn't notice this on the little promo thing. This is what they normally have on the back on there. They're actually talking about the recent Muso game and the anime, so that's interesting fact. I think there's a lot of stuff to talk about there. I know full fact that the hardcore Berserk fans are going to get this regardless. I love Berserk and I have a lot of respect for it, and I feel bad that I don't have most of the volumes. Most of the volumes are just like straight out of print, and generally the fact that I'm happy they're now reprinting some of them, the more harder ones to get, I would generally, like, now I feel like it's time for me to probably just get a bunch of the Berserk volumes, because I only have, to show the case of my Berserk like fandom, all I have is the anime, this, and like the first volume of the manga, because it was like one of the hardest things to get, still shrink wrapped. So overall, generally happy and all that. I love Berserk, and I hope you guys enjoyed some of the stuff I was showing. Didn't want to show everything in this, because I know some people want to get this for themselves. This is a lot of interesting information. I'm going to try and like have a little search online as well to understand a little bit more of what some of that stuff is supposed to mean. But I know definitely people are very interested in the stuff that involves the next chapter of Berserk, and I'm goddamn excited for that. It's a shame that we're going to have to wait a while for that. We got to wait till next year to get the next chapter. But, you know, at this point, I'm like, fuck it, I love Miura. I have massive respect for this man. like, no matter what. Like, I think at this point, I can just wait. And if anything, I know that probably not a lot of people are going to go out their way for this, because a lot of it is in Japanese text, and the problem is a lot of it is in kanji and a bit of hiragana, I believe, in there. A little bit tiny katakana is in there as well, but I know a lot of people aren't probably going to put out the full effort to actually generally get this and try and translate that. I know some very hardcore people out there that will do this, but I think Berserk deserves it. It's my favorite series I still read. Like, generally, I think this is the best fucking thing I'm reading right now, and I just hate the fact that it's just like on break when we're so close to getting to the truth of everything, and I love it. I have massive respect, but that's all for me, so let me know what you guys think about this and all that down below. What do you think about it? I want to kind of do more things like this. I did this with this the Shonen Jump volume I got recently, and I wanted to do it with Berserk, and who knows, maybe I might do that. I might import some Japanese volumes sometime soon and all that, but I normally wait. If it's something that I know I can get a hand of and that's going to be licensed, I normally just wait, like Fairy Tail or anything like that. But I might do that to the Gintama volumes that are coming out, because I know full well that ain't coming out. But for this, I cannot wait for more Berserk greatness coming in, like with Dora and all that. But that's all from me. Thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys, though, in a bit.